Hey guys, Captain Dylan Hubbard here at Hubbard's Marina with a quick fishing report for your weekend outlook. Right now we're excited because we've got some great fishing opportunities ahead today as we move into the weekend. That cold front's going to be picking up though, and we're going to get some of that prefrontal activity. So going to get a little bit more sporty as the weekend progresses here, but we are on a new moon, and that means a lot of moving water, a lot of flushing bait, and a lot of actively feeding fish, especially a lot of times that new moon will concentrate the bite more towards the daytime period, or at night inshore it'll concentrate the bite around those artificial light sources, because with the new moon that means there's no moonlight around, so the bait will congregate around dock lights and bridge lights at night, which further congregate those more predatory feeding fish. Then near shore and offshore we get more of a daytime bite, because at night there's not a lot of moonlight for those fish to feed, so it kind of concentrates the action during that daytime period when you're talking near shore and offshore fishing. Plus, on top of that, we have that cold front, which is really going to influence the fishing and weather as well. We should see a really good bite as that front approaches there Friday, all day today, Friday, and then into the day tomorrow, Saturday. Now, we're going to have that south wind pick up. We're going to get that prefrontal activity Saturday, so that might make things a little bit tricky to get out there and actually get near shore and offshore. But if you're able to fish there Saturday ahead of that front Sunday, Sunday late afternoon at that, the fishing should be pretty good, because those fish will be excited. They know that weather's coming. Then on the back side of the front, Tuesday looks pretty good. It's going to calm down pretty quickly. It's not very strong of a cold front. Then we should have a pretty nice stretch of weather, it looks like, next week. Around midweek next week, we do see a little bit of a chance of a disturbance, which will bring with it some rain. So that could potentially happen there around Wednesday next week. And if that's the case, we could use some much needed rain. But these little cold fronts will help. This one's not very strong. It's not going to mess things up too much, but it is going to be another cold front, bring that air temperature down and kind of stop the crazy warming trend that we've had. It's been in the mid 80s for a few days here, and it's really warmed up fast. Water temperatures are warming up fast, and that spring can often happen really almost too quickly in that case. So this little cold front slowing things down, prolonging that spring period a little bit longer, is a good thing and is a welcome change for us. Plus, all that rain, if that does happen next week Wednesday, again, stirs things up, turns things over, and gets things moving. So we're excited. Fishing is going really well right now. This is my favorite time of year to get out there and enjoy some time on the water, because things are moving, things are happening, fish are moving, and that transition period is occurring when we're going from those cold weather patterns to those warm weather patterns, and they're starting to overlap. Inshore, for example, you got sheep's head all over the pilings, and then all of a sudden you've got snook coming in and getting thick. The snook are super active around the passes already. Here in John's Pass, we've got tons of snook around the dock. We've got a lot of sheep's head still. Starting to see the mangrove snapper come back already too. Plus, on top of that, very active trout bite, a lot of redfish around. So anything you want to catch is a good time to go get it right now. Pompano, flounder, triple tail, even some tarpons showing up already. It's crazy. So really cool inshore fishing opportunities right now. Near shore, we're stroking the hogfish still, and that's going to continue for a few more weeks until that water really starts to warm up. So great time for those hogfish near shore. Lane snapper will only get better and better and more prolific, surprisingly enough. We're already catching a ton of them. Then the mangrove snapper too. We're catching a lot of mangrove snapper, but they should get better as that water warms up and more quantities as well. Then red grouper bite's been going well in the deeper part of the near shore water, seeing a lot of those big fat red grouper. As you move offshore, we're seeing more steady action of the keeper size red grouper around about 100 foot of water and beyond. And we're seeing some nice mangrove snappers, some big mangrove snappers, some good porgies, almacos, vermilions, and other heads and tails. Plus you got a shot for those scamp grouper. We've been seeing a lot of those yellowtails and muttons even. So pelagic action will also start to heat up. Generally, this time of year is a good time for those blackfin tunas, and we're starting to see the mackerel. The kingfish won't be far behind. So pelagic action's going well too, along with our bottom fishing. So hopefully you'll get a chance to come out and join us Take advantage of this good weather opportunity. And don't forget, if you're too busy to go fishing, you're just too darn busy.